Manhwas have recently become more and more popular these days. There has been a growing population of avid readers engaging in various manhwas. Plus, some of the published manhwas has become so mainstream that it has been adapted into either an anime series or a live-action one. I mean, take for example Solo Leveling or Who Made Me a Princess. These manhwas are currently being adapted into an anime and a donghua which fans are looking forward to. With that, if you are looking for more recently released manhwas which you can either binge it or bookmark it if you like, because I totally get if you prefer reading manhwas that have a lot of chapters released since I'm that type of reader too. So, here is the list of newly released manhwas to look forward to you guys. Number 10. I'll resign and have a fresh start in this world. As the title shows, that is basically the summary of this manhwa. If you're planning to read this one, better prepare some snacks or food for you to munch on because boy, you're gonna drool by how the food looks. In addition to that, how the taste of food is explained in detail, so it's better to be prepared than to starve yourself while reading it. Anyways, this series has a unique plot in it. Yes, the guy got yeeted to another world, but through a dimensional gate that suddenly showed up on his home. But he can also go back to his world, though there is a limit on how many times he could return and vice versa. This is an interesting manhwa that I highly suggest you guys follow along or bookmark it to binge for later. Number 9. Revenge of the Iron-Blooded Sword Hound. Our MC followed the path of assassination and espionage. He was set on to get his clan the title of greatest, the reward for his loyalty to his clan, however, followed by the cold blade of the guillotine. Our main character say, "I never again will I live the life of a dog that's killed after the rabbit hunt is over," but when met with death, an unexpected opportunity had come for him. Bitcher's eyes glowed while he sharpened his fangs in the dark. "Wait for me, Hugo. This time, it will be you I tear apart with these jaws." And so, the bloody revenge of the hound commences. Number 8. Legendary Ranker's Comeback. One day, the dungeon apocalypse game, Dreamside, turned to reality. Having just completed university, I was stuck inside the elevator while delivering packages when a blue screen appeared before me, along with a monster. As I used to be the number 1 ranker of that game, I destroyed the extremely difficult tutorial and continued playing the game like an elite player. Number 5. Juvenile Offender. South Korea is filled with various terrible laws, and a group of juvenile kids that made Lee Yoon-sung, our protagonist, a living hell, did not receive any punishment. These kids were the result of these terrible laws of the country, but starting now is his revenge. Number 6. Hero the Maximum. After centuries of war, the heroes and monsters became fed up with the constant bloodshed. After seeing the losses on both sides, they knew something had to be done then and there. That was how the era of peace came into being. The heroes and monsters came together to form a new utopia where there is no more unnecessary bloodshed. However, after almost a dozen years of peace, the monsters seem to be making their move once again. This is where Han Gan-kai comes in. He is as average as you come. He is not that good at anything, be it sports or academics. However, he believes there is something special about everyone. That one thing you are confident that you are good at. Unfortunately for Gan-kai, he has not found his calling. Number 5. The Return of the Prodigious Swordmaster. Yuma devoted his life to the Empire as a eunuch, but was framed and executed. Just when he thought his last moments were near, he regressed to his past when he was 16. Was it a dream? No, he was really back in his past. He may have been an unfortunate eunuch in his past life, but this life will be prosperous. Yuma had become a eunuch at the trick of fate, but he had also regressed to his past because of fate. He began righting all the wrongs and misfortunes in his past. This marks the beginning of Yuma's sensational life of changing the world's fate. Number 4. This marks the beginning of Yuma's sensational life of changing the world's fate. The protagonist, Lee Han-soo, finally reached the boss stage after 9 years of playing the game Dungeon and Stone, which no one had been able to clear until now. However, just as he entered the boss room, he saw a notification alerting him that he had cleared the tutorial and that he had possessed the body of the barbarian, Bjorn Jandal, who was a playable character in the game. In the world of Dungeon and Stone, only one city remained standing after the destruction of the world. City remained standing after the destruction of the world. A labyrinth Labyrinth would open every month, offering explorers a chance to clear it for rewards. In this world where barbarians are seen as useless in everything but battle, a barbarian who does not fight will not be able to survive. If one cannot pay the outrageous taxes demanded by the city, the only fate that awaits is a downgrade in status to a lower-class citizen. If it is revealed that you are possessing the character you are playing, you will be named an evil spirit and killed. Labyrinth and fight while risking his life. With the skills he has accumulated over 9 years of gameplay and a stupidly strong barbarian physique, he strives to survive in this game. Number 3. Nightmare Wish. An average high school student discovers a dark power buried deep within his subconscious. A once lazy shut-in is recruited by the devil's henchman and discovers his dreams and nightmares come true. He must learn to control his own resting mind and master his dreams for the future of his friends and family, while resisting the urge to use his newfound power for personal gain. Number 2. I became a part-time employee for gods. Devoid of professional skills, unemployed Udambic was forced to take a part-time job. Frustrated with his pathetic life, he vents out on the gods, gets stricken by a lightning and passes out. Hiring God is waiting for you. When he wakes up, he finds a status window floating before his eyes. Since I have nothing to lose anyway, let's go with the flow. Jumping into God's part-time world to have a better life, the adventure of Udambic, who became the lowest class god. Number 1. Chronicles of the Demon Faction. Chun Ha-jin, the strongest assassin of the Orthodox Muram's righteous heavenly alliance. Ha-jin loses his life as he tries to escape to find freedom. And then, the divine cult is immortal. May all demons submit. Congratulations on your recovery, third young master. He was reincarnated into the body of Muram's public enemy, the third young master of the demonic cult.